Hello and welcome back to Caltech Gaming. Today I'm going to be showing Escape from the Dark Castle. This is a great game that I just picked up a Kickstarter collector's edition with all the expansions. Today I'm using Tabletop Simulator to show how it plays, and I'm going to be just running it single player, so I'm going to be playing two characters, which I'm going to set here on the bottom. So to begin, we are going to shuffle our chapter deck, shuffle our boss deck, and shuffle our random character. So then I'm going to draw 15 of these chapter cards. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And there's the last one. Now, I'm pretty new to Tabletop Simulator, so you're probably going to see some little issues like that where I struggle to pick up the correct card. We're going to take one boss card. We're going to put our 15 chapter cards on top of that, and we're going to place our castle card on top of that. Now, I'm going to select my characters, and I'm just going to do this randomly. So, select the first card here. And that is the Shepherd, who is not one of the base 6. So that probably means he's in here. There's his dice. And there's his character. Nope. Let's play chapter, boss, characters. The Shepherd. Back in the box. Okay. So I now have my Shepherd and Shepherd dice. Perfect. My next character, I'll select, and that's going to be the Tailor. Yes, is one of the base cards. Great. So we are set and ready to begin. So we draw our castle card, flip it over, and read it. After years of incarceration in the depths of the dark castle, you're finally free to break free of your cell. In a small stone room adjoining the cell blocks stands an old wooden chest. The lock is open. Draw an item per player now. You hear footsteps approaching. You must not linger here. You make for the exit, slipping away and disappearing into the darkness. Turn the first chapter card now. So we're going to draw an item for each of our characters. We're going to draw an item for each character. So an effervescent potion. When you would take damage, discard to avoid. Ooh, very nice. And infested cheese wheel. Discard to restore 1 HP to all characters. Also very nice. Okay, and we're going to begin by going to our first chapter card. So, flip that over. This chamber is flanked by caves and littered with gnawed bones. A guttural growl rings out, something emerges. As a group, choose one option, then begin combat. Tackle the beast head on, or use hit and run tactics. So what these icons mean is if we tackle the beast head on, it's going to have 2 dice, and it will do 3 damage each time. If we use hit and run tactics, it's going to have 5 dice that we'll have to match, but it's only going to do 2 damage per turn. So I'm definitely going in head on this. Yeah, we're going to go head on it. So I'm going to take 2 of the chapter dice, roll them. And so to beat this giant spider, we're going to need 2 mites. So I'm going to roll my shepherd dice. And I got a eye. Oops, forgot to set their starting hit points to 18 for the single player game. If you have more players, you will start with less HP. Alright, so the shepherd has rolled his die and failed. The tailor is going to roll their die and also fail. So now, because we took the 3 attack, it's going to do that damage to us. So both of our hit points will go down to 15. Except I forgot this one has an effervescent potion. So we're going to use that effervescent potion to ignore him taking damage. Alright, so then we're back to the shepherd, who will roll. And he gets a might and a star in a shield. So that's going to take care of one of the mites, and it will block the attack this turn on him. The tailor. The tailor rolls an eye, which is not enough to defeat it. So the tailor is going to take damage of 3, putting it down to 12 hit points. And we're back to the shepherd. Shepherd will roll again. And the shepherd gets an eye and a magic. So that's cunning and magic, which is enough. No, it's not. We're looking for a might to this thing. Well, it's enough to block it anyway. For that one. And where did our dice go for the tailor? Right there. Come on, Taylor. You can do this. Well, you can block at least. So no damage because they both blocked this turn. And shepherd gets a magic, which doesn't help. And the tailor gets a block and cunning. So the shepherd is going to take damage, down to 15. The tailor is going to use the infested cheese wheel to bring us to 16 on the shepherd, 13 on the tailor. My shepherd rolls, looking for a might here. There it is. All right, so we have now defeated the giant spider. Cool. So because we defeated the monster, we're going to draw an item for each character. So Liquid Luck and Regorn's Rune. Whenever you roll a double, you may change it to any single. Interesting. So those are some interesting options. So I'll put our dice back, and we'll advance to the next chapter. You stumble upon an enticing store of castle supplies. As you approach, the portcullis begins to lower. You must act quickly. Nominate one player to try and prevent it closing, and another player to try and dash and receive items. The player holding open it must try to roll might in one attempt. Okay, so who's our better might roller? Our better might roller is the shepherd right now, because he has 2 facings of might, and the tailor only has 1. Okay, so shepherd's going to roll might and fail. He will use his Liquid Luck. And reroll. And he gets the might. Okay, success. It's working. The other player must now roll cunning in one attempt, drawing an item card if they're successful, 2 on a double cunning. If they fail, they get nothing of value. Okay, so there's our tailor, who's really good at rolling cunning. And she gets a 1 cunning. So, 1 card. A Rotten Apple Core, which she is going to immediately use, go up to 14 health. And we're on to the next chapter. In the sweltering chamber, a blacksmith is forging a sword. He is so absorbed in his craft that you spot an opportunity to steal from him. As a group, choose one option. Move on. It's not worth the risk. Turn the next chapter card. Steal. Nominate a player to try to roll cunning in one attempt. If he succeeds, you relieve the blacksmith of some wares. Draw 2 cards. Failure. You're caught red-handed, and the blacksmith turns his hammers on you. Each player loses 2. Ooh. Well, we have a pretty good chance of rolling it with Taylor, because there's 4 of them on her dice. So we're going to go ahead and roll for it with Taylor. And she gets 1, which is all we needed in this case. So we're going to draw 2 item cards. Oop. The discarded apple. One of the new items, please. So a rotten shield, armor. Whenever you take damage, reduce it by 1. Nice. And a rotten apple. So you can freely swap and use items however you need to. So she will temporarily put one of these down, allowing her to take the rotten apple. She will then use to put herself up to 15 health. And she's going to go ahead and hold the shield for now. So we're on to the next chapter. This is going much better than my earlier games. I lost this several times trying to prepare for this video. As you hurry onward, a distant rumbling sound grows steadily closer. It surges to a sudden roar, and the flagstones of this passageway rise up and take form, blocking your way. As a group, choose one option, then begin combat. Overwhelm the elemental at close quarters. So it would have 2 dice. Feint and counterattack. It's going to have 4 dice. So again, I'm all about the less dice situation here. So we'll risk more damage for less dice. So we're going to give it 2 dice again. A magic and a magic. Huh. Well, our shepherd's pretty good at magic, so hopefully he can do this one. Well, he gets one of them. And our tailor, who is okay at magic. Let's see if she can get. She does not get one. Well, that's too bad. So we're going to take damage. So we're going to take 2 on our shepherd down to 14, and we're going to take 3 on our shepherd down to 13 because we took the higher damage one, and then we're going to take 2 on our tailor because she has this rotten shield. And we're back to our shepherd. Shepherd rolls. Yeah. Is not what we're looking for. Our tailor rolls. Might. That's also not what we're looking for. So we're going to take 3 on the shepherd and 2 on the tailor. Oh, 2. Okay. And our shepherd is up next for a roll. Getting cunning, which is not what we need. And our tailor. Come on, roll that magic. There it is. That's what we would like. Excellent. So we've defeated this rock elemental thing. And we're going to draw our 2 items. And the Fury Shard, which when we roll a double, you can roll a second time applying both results. And this one would go here. Loaf of bread for 2 HP. And currently, I think we're at 10 here and 11 here. So she's going to give it to the shepherd who will eat it for 2 HP. When you roll a double, you may change it to a single of any. I'm wondering if this is a combo here. Gregorn's Ruin. When you roll a double, you change it to any single. When you roll a double, you can roll a second time. I think that's a pretty good combo. Who do we want it on? Thoughts? Well, let's put it over here, because she's going to keep the shield for now. There's our Shepherd's dice, and our Tailor's dice, and our next chapter card. The drunken guard stops you and demands to know your business. He is unsteady on his feet, and his breath is vile. As a group, choose one option. Bribe. Discard an item and he'll forget you ever saw you. Misdirect. Nominate a player to roll wisdom in one attempt. So I think that's the same thing as the cunning. Success, we do that. Otherwise, he tries to detain us, and all players lose 1 HP in the scuffle. Okay. We kind of like our items, so we're going to look for somebody to roll a wisdom, and the tailors are better options, so go for it. That is a double wisdom block. Cool. So we have succeeded with our ruse. And we'll move on. A monstrous winged creature swoops at us from the darkness above, its haunting cry. You must roll a cunning or double in one attempt. Okay. So when it says you, each time we're flipping this deck, it's one particular character that's doing the flip. So this is our 6th flip here, not counting the initial entrance card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this will have been the tailor that flipped this card. So you must roll a cunning or a double in one attempt. Okay, so our tailor rolls and gets both a double and a cunning. Success. We react quickly. Okay, so this is going to have 1 eye, 1 magic, 1 dice for each of us. So there's our magic. There's our eye. There's another dice. With a might. And 1 more dice. With a magic. Alright. Our shepherd is going to roll. And he gets a magic. And those are both start with a double, so he did not get those. And our tailor's going to roll. And gets a magic. Block. So this is going to do 2 damage to our shepherd, putting him down to 10 health. And note, this has a special of that anyone who's taken damage can no longer block. So our shepherd will be unable to block this monster. So he's going to go ahead and roll. And gets us another magic, which we've already discarded all the magics. So I'm going to go over to our tailor. Roll. Gets a might. So that's a good start. And we're going to have 2 damage on each. So 2 damage. And 2 damage minus 1 for the shield is 1 damage. And our shepherd rolls a magic. And our tailor rolls a fight again. So 2 damage down to 6. And 1 damage down to 9. Shepherd. Alright. Shepherd got Might Star. But because he has a double, he can change it to any single. When he has a double, he can also do it again. So he's just going to change it to the necessary item to defeat this monster. And we're going to draw 2 of our items. A rotten apple, which our shepherd will eat for 1. A decayed blade. Once per round of combat, when you roll wisdom, you may roll again and decide which of the two to apply. Well, we're going to give that to our tailor, because she's more likely to roll wisdom. And on to the next chapter. You follow the tunnel which leads to a pitch-dark room. Ears suddenly fill with maddening whispers, and a spectral hand reaches out toward you from every direction. As a group, choose one option. Flee, run for your lives. But an unseen hand reaches into your soul. Everybody loses 2. Fight. Begin combat. Well, just take 2 or try for combat. I think we're going to have to try for combat. Game wouldn't be fun if we didn't do that, right? So we're going to need 1 cunning and 2 magic to beat this. So our shepherd. Our shepherd gets a might and a magic. So go. He's also got a block. And because that was a double, he can choose to make it a single and also roll again. So the tailor is more likely to roll this, so we're going to remove the magic, and our shepherd is going to roll again. And he doesn't get what he needs, so our tailor will roll. Our tailor rolled a wisdom, which is what we needed. So that worked out well. So 2 more items. A rotten shield. And a elixir of insight. Change any 1 chapter dice to show a trait of your choice. Wow. Huh. This one's a tricky little conundrum, because I'd like to get that shield over here, but I like this combo. And I like the sword over here. Well, I'm just going to discard both of these new cards, because I think we're pretty set up with this combo. I like how it's working. So we're going to move on to our next chapter. Your spirit is suddenly wrenched from your body, paralyzed. You can only watch as it drifts from above you. You are incapacitated. Restore your corporeal balance. Other players must roll in unison. Keep track of any wisdom rolled until they roll a total wisdom equal to the number of players. After each attempt, you lose 1 unless the total has been reached. After 3 failed attempts, it's broken and your spirit returns to your body. So which of the 2 people is this? So this is the 8th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the U is going to be the tailor. So we're looking for wisdoms with our shepherd. Hey, that's not good. Would have been better to have that the other way around. Got 1. So 1 success. And we need 2 successes. Oh, there it is. And even a double and other stuff. Cool. So, we took no damage in that one. Oops, I accidentally shuffled those, which is going to be a problem later, but that's okay. We'll deal with that problem later. You hear a wet slithering sound. It seems to be coming from within the walls. As you lean in to listen, a disgusting creature bursts through the stonework, bile oozing from its gaping mouth as it lunges to devour you. Any player who cannot roll a double in 1 attempt is struck by flying debris and loses 1 HP. Okay. So there's our shepherd. Did not get a double. Our tailor. Did not get a double. So we're going to take 1 damage. Now our shield won't block single damages. I just checked. So we're down to there. And we're going to get our combat ready. So that's going to be 1 wisdom, 2 magic, and 1 dice for each player. Whoops. Okay, that still landed the same way. I'll be a little more careful with my rolling. Oh boy. So we're going to need 3 magic and 2 might to defeat this worm. Alright, let's get it started. Shepherd. Shepherd gets an eye, which is not at all helpful. Taylor gets an eye, which is not at all helpful. So 2 damage to the Shepherd, down to 4. 1 damage to the Taylor. Shepherd again. It's a magic. Taylor gets a double eye shield. There are no eyes. She did roll a wisdom, though, so she can use her sword. So we've got a double eye shield as one possibility. Reroll here. She rolls the same thing. Well, once per round, so she can't just keep rerolling. So she ends up with a shield. So our Shepherd is going to take 2, putting him down to 2. Alright, so we know that this will do 2 damage in the next round. So one of the things that you can do with your characters is, rather than having them participate in the fight, they can rest to regain 1 HP, and our Shepherd will not roll and will not take damage this turn. So then we're down to our Taylor, who will roll. You were so close to getting a good roll there, Taylor. Rerolling because of sword. It's 1. So she takes 1 damage. To 6. Alright. So now our Shepherd has enough to live, so he will participate in the fight. Gets a might. Our Taylor will fight. Gets a magic. Our Shepherd takes 2, putting him down to 1 health. Taylor takes 1, putting her down to 5 health. Okay, so in this round, the Shepherd is again going to rest, getting him to 2, so he does not roll. Our Taylor rolls, getting 2 magic and a block. So she will block her damage this turn. In our next round, the Shepherd will rest again. And Taylor will roll. Thing to keep note of if you're playing with multiple characters is that only one can rest per turn. And we got our might that we needed to beat that monster. So, that's too bad, because I think that's an awesome card. Oh well. Quick luck and Potion of Insight. Yeah, we're going to stay with what we got. Again. So our next, turn a corner and step right into the path of guards again. They exchange a puzzled look and lunge to restrain you. Flee or begin combat. Well, I think we gotta risk the combat here. Hope it goes our way. Okay. That could happen. So, our Shepherd does not get the dice needed. Taylor. Come on, Taylor. Come on, Taylor. Not helpful. So, take 2 each. Shepherd down to 1. 2 becomes a 1 because this one has a shield. And our Shepherd will rest. Back to 2. Our Taylor rolls. And get sit. Item. We're defeating them. The healing versus. Whenever you roll a double, you may restore 1 HP to each character. That's awesome. Ooh, who do we want that on? What do we want to give up for that? I'm going to give up that for it. Next item is replication. Whenever you roll a single, it counts as 2 singles. Oof. Wow. These are tough calls. These are good items. Yeah, we'll let that one go by. To our next chapter card. You've been hunted by the ferocious castle hounds. You become separated and each of you must fight alone. Roll a chapter die in front of each player to represent the hound attacking them. The hounds can sense weakness. Players with less than 8 HP roll 2 dice, which is both of ours. Combat special. No player can rest until the hounds attacking them are defeated. They may then help the other player. Player aiding another takes damage as normal, and they must declare who they are aiding before they roll. Okay, this is awful, and I think going to end our adventure. So, Shepard has less than 2, so he's going to get a might and a magic. Taylor has less than 8, so she gets a magic and another magic. All right. Well, let's see how this goes. Shepard. It's a magic. Taylor. It's a might, which was not. Okay, so Taylor's going to take 1 down to 3. Shepard takes 1 down to 1. Can't rest because of the special of the hounds. Shepard rolls. Getting a magic, which is not what he needed. I think we just lost. Taylor rolls. Getting 2 magic and a block. So she'll block her damage, and the Shepard will die. Well, there we go. Because this is a cooperative game, when any team member dies, you lose the game. So we made it 12 chapters in. So that is my record run so far in this game. We only had, looks like, 5 more cards. That's too many. Not sure what happened there. But yeah, that's Escape to the Dark Castle. Great new game. Love it. Super simple design. I hope to play with people. Let me know if you enjoy that, and hit me up for a game sometime. Thanks.